It's not that you can't use they for one person. You use they for one person all the time. Someone left their wallet here. I hope they come back to get it, right? It's that you can't look at me and see my humanity yet. AKA bigotry, right? You don't believe us. You can't look at us and see the they in the eyes. So I want to give you a little practice so you can get over it. Look at me. Do you see that I am a they, them? Deep down to the core of who I am. Are you ready to respect us?
No. No, man. No, man. I believe you get your ass kicked saying something like that, man.
Now, that first clip we just saw is another example of Jeffrey telling everyone that if you don't share his exact same worldview and play along with his delusions, you are a bigot. Anyway, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for joining me. So I have a fairly quick and very crazy weekend Clown World update for you guys today, and as usual, we have no time to waste, so let's get into it. Now, if you place your attention on the screen for a moment. Now, I'm not quite for sure exactly who this fella is or what he identifies as, but I would like to say, sir, your pronouns are sticking out.
Okay, that's not creepy.
Now, I don't know if you guys all heard, but there are protests going on today all around the country. I think in all 50 states, these people are protesting Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Now, keep in mind, these protests are not organic and they are very well funded. So we're going to keep it moving with a couple of clips from the protest in D.C. Roll it.
Our course, so we are very big on the chanting, and y'all have all the energy today. So, no Trump. No KKK, no fascist USA! No Trump! No KKK, no fascist USA! No Trump! No KKK, no fascist USA! No Trump! No KKK, no fascist USA! Hell yes! I want you guys to do a little chant. There are organizers that have never organized in their life right now in the streets. When I say 50-50, I want you to say one. 50-50! One! 50-50! 50-50! My name is Sarah Parker. I am the Executive Director of Voices of Florida and a 50-51 national organizer. But most importantly, I'm a mother. Let me be clear. 50-51 is not just a movement. It is a declaration of independence. We have no leaders. And we are beholden only to our values and to the people across this land who dare to dream, hope, and to believe in a better tomorrow, a better world, and a better America.
Look at those angry eyes and giant teeth.
I feel like we're living in a giant South Park episode. Anyway, next up, so this individual who is a biological man that identifies as a trans woman and calls himself a lesbian, but that's neither here nor there. He has a message for Republicans. Roll it.
Republicans should watch out going after cat people because, honey, we claw back.
You fucking crazy, man. You sound insane. Do you realize that? You should be medicated.
So this pink-haired fellow, who is a biological man that identifies as a trans woman, decided to show up at the Trump-Elon protest in Massachusetts. Now, this will give you a basic idea of the kind of individuals these protests are attracting. Roll it.
Hey friends, I just passed the Dunkin' Donuts, which is the most vague possible location I could possibly give you in Massachusetts. But besides being near a Dunkin' Donuts, which places me somewhere in Massachusetts, I mentioned I'm at the Hands Off Boston March, and it is the slowest march I have ever been in, and I could not be more happy about that, because that means that the streets between the park and City Hall are entirely filled with people who are here because they're very angry about what's going on, about Trump and fascism trying to take this wonderful country with all these wonderful people, and there are great chants going on. Immigrants welcome here, trans people are welcome here, trans kids are welcome here. This is fucking Massachusetts, kid. Get your fucking hands off of it. All right, I'll say hi some more later, if I can manage to post this. Bye!
I'm an American. You're a sick asshole.
All right, next up we have this lovely lady who doesn't seem to understand that the American people are overwhelmingly fed up with this woke nonsense. I mean, didn't the last election kind of prove that? Roll it.
If you thought we were woke before, you done went and woke the beast. Welcome to Woke 2.0. All my woke warriors, give me a blue heart and share. Let's spread the love.
Enough with the woke shit.
Now, as we've seen time and time again in these videos, these Democrat and liberal types aren't really handling Trump's second term as president very well. For example, roll it.
Tomorrow, don't give up. Not yet. Be hopeful. Be happy. There's still tomorrow. Don't give up. Never give up. No, no, no. I won't give up. No, no, no. Let me love you. Let me love you. I won't give up. No, no, no. Never give up. No, no, no. Let me love you. I love you.
You have one of the worst voices I've ever heard. Truthfully.
Next up, we have this fantastic clip from Brandon Straka doing a man on the street interview at one of these protests. Now, Brandon approaches this white liberal woman who is holding a sign that says, "Trust Black Women." Now, Brandon asks her, does that also include Black women that voted for Donald Trump? Roll it.
What does this sign mean to you?
You know, Black women are probably the least respected in America. Their voices aren't heard. Their issues aren't paid attention to. Many white women look beyond their own personal interests and they leave Black women out of the conversation. And I think America needs to change about that.
What are we not trusting them to do right now?
How to care for our country, how to care for each other, how to stand up and fight for things that aren't right.
Millions of Black women voted for Trump. Should we trust them?
What's the matter, cat? Got your tongue?
Hey guys, real quick, before we go any further, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsors of today's video. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to let this loop on the screen. Now, I have to leave this muted because there is a copyrighted song playing in the background. And no, it's not The Lady in Red. Anyway, today's video is being brought to us by Stunning Stephen Wyatt, and our second sponsor would like to remain anonymous, but you know who you are. So Stunning Stephen and Anonymous, thank you both so much for sponsoring today's video. I really appreciate the support. And I want to give a big shout out to today's honorable mention, Wendy Gavozdich, for leaving a super thanks on the last video. So Wendy, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So once again, today's video sponsors are Stunning Stephen Wyatt and Anonymous, with the honorable mention going to Wendy Gavozdich. Now, if you'd like to sponsor the next video and help support the channel, there is a PayPal link in the description box below, and I will say your full name as a sponsor of said video unless stated otherwise by you. All right, I think we've all seen enough of this fella for one day. Get this off the screen, please. Oof.
What a freak.
All right, next up we have multi-millionaire singer and actress Cynthia Erivo at the GLAAD Awards saying that her life is hard because people won't use her preferred pronouns, they, them. Roll it.
It isn't easy. None of it is. Waking up and choosing to be yourself, proclaiming a space belongs to you when you don't feel welcomed. Teaching people on a daily basis how to address you, and dealing with the frustration of reteaching people a word that has been in the human vocabulary since the dawn of time. They, them. words used to describe pedantically two or more people, poetically, a person who is simply more. It isn't easy to ask people to treat you with dignity since you should just have it because it's a given. It isn't easy to learn to grow who you are if the world around you is knocking at your door, telling you to stay inside.
All right, next up we have this young lady who says, I'm not big, but I'm also not skinny. So what am I? Roll it.
Okay, so I'm not big, obviously, but I'm also not skinny. So what am I? What am I? I need to know.
Damn, that's a big bitch.
Right, next up we have this young lady who is going to explain the term culturally queer. Never heard of it. Roll it.
And straight, and does being LGBTQ+ mean that you're automatically culturally queer? What does that even mean? Some people, particularly children of same-sex parents, call themselves culturally queer because they feel immersed in queer culture, traditions, celebrations, media and language. My child, for instance, will be culturally queer, no matter what sexuality or gender he is, because he has two mums. But a few months ago, Darren Criss of Glee fame, although he does other stuff, declared he is culturally queer. He has learned from, but inspired by queer people, but is he? Listen, I'm not the queer police, but I'm still going to have an opinion. No one can determine your sense of identity but you. If you are cis and straight and you feel like the queer experience describes better how you live your gender or how you relate to people, or if you mostly move in circles where queer experiences are the norm in real life, you are probably culturally queer. Maddie Morphosis, straight drag queen, pretty safely culturally queer. Watching RuPaul's Drag Race does not make you culturally queer.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
All right, guys, we're going to be wrapping it up with yet another clip of DEI Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett going on this crazy rant about Elon Musk at this congressional hearing. Now, I keep playing these clips of Jasmine Crockett because I am so shocked that she is actually a United States representative in Congress. Anyway, things are clearly getting very crazy out there, guys, so please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Till next time, love you guys. Peace. Roll it.
I don't like Elon Musk. I'm going to say it 50,000 times. I don't like him. I don't like that he going out there and he firing people. I think that he's a crook because somehow the rest of us can't sit around and get whatever federal contracts we want. The rest of us can't sit around and get law enforcement and get them somehow ordained as federal law enforcement to protect him. The rest of us can't get our dealerships protected by the federal government. That is somebody that is operating above the law. For whatever reason, just because he has a lot of money, more money than everybody else. And yes, I am happy to see that on my birthday, which is what I said, there were peaceful protests around this world against him.
I'm telling you, I'm going to drop the N-bomb if I have to.
2, 10, 12, 15. Oops, stepping on a... It's black. Anyway.